Hello, guys. The devs pushed out a patch June 2026. I've been waiting for this. There's been some balance changes needed. As always, there's a lot of stuff here. I am going to get to the important things. I'm not going to read every single word here where they talk about, gameplay improvements and bug fixes and audio things. There are a couple notable things as I scroll through here, just things that I noticed that I felt were nice. There was one in here. Where is it exactly? They added the more content scene. I mean, that's more so good for the devs, basically letting you know what DLCs are available that you didn't buy yet. That's pretty good, pretty smart from them. Because I'm getting those pop-ups right now for one or two that I don't even have. I've been having this issue. I thought it was just a misclick. Fixed an issue where the game is set to windowed using an Alt hotkey combination would produce a Windows beep sound. I thought I was misclicking all of a sudden. Turns out, yeah, that's been a bug they're going to fix. I know consoles have been having some big stability issues. Hopefully this helps players who play on Xbox and PlayStation. And again, there's a lot of other small things. There was a bug, for example, where you could delete gold and stone mines with projectiles. They fixed some things here. All of this looking very good, but we're going to move on to the balance changes here because balance changes are important. Slinger. They're going to change the cost of this. This makes a lot of sense to me. With the recent DLC, they just changed the way slingers operate. They don't do quite as much bonus damage against infantry now, but they're like a trash unit. They don't cost gold anymore. 70 food felt very steep. 50 food and 25 wood feels a bit more realistic for me. They've also increased their conversion resistance, which gives them an option against monks and things. The Champy's the bigger story, though. They sextupled nerf to the Champy, and honestly, I felt like these civs were horrible to play. Like Champies were so bad. I was like, what am I gonna do? And they've made a lot of changes here. So train time has been reduced ever so slightly across the board. They have reduced the upgrade cost for Champy Runner. This feels good to me. This is a little bit cheaper on food than Man-at-Arms, a little bit more on gold. I think that's fine. Champy Runner upgrade also researches a bit faster. I think that's fine. Champy Warrior upgrade cost has also been reduced. So basically, like, training time, research time, upgrade costs, all getting cheaper. Devs, maybe next time don't do like 6 nerfs in a row. Then you don't have to do 4 buffs in a row. But, I'm not the expert. You guys are. I think this will put them in a better spot. This will make experimenting with the Champions a little bit more realistic, as I felt like they just nerfed it to the ground because it was just like too strong at the start, right? I made videos on it. It was too much. So a lot of warriors is kind of fun, now affected by these technologies. If you convert a stable with any of these civs, have at it with this. A lot of warriors. Enjoy. Big one is water. I'm still going to make a video on my overall thoughts on the water balance and the update and the change. If you would like that, leave a comment and just say, I'd like that. You don't need to say anything more. They made some changes to the arrows from the docks. Now you don't fire any arrows from docks at Dark Age. Now it's 3 arrows instead of 5 in Feudal, 4 in Castle, 5 in Imp. This is a change it's meant to make water a little less defensive, right? They added all these cool naval bonuses. Actually, people haven't been making the ships. They've just been fish booming and putting the fishing ships inside. That's a good change. I still don't like the arrows from docks. I don't think it's strategic at all. I don't think it adds a lot. I think it just creates campy defensive play. And, if you give someone an inch, they're going to take a mile in AoE. And it's also just not fun. Like, I that's just my opinion. I don't find the arrows from dock thing fun or strategic. I would want it locked behind a tech. Have it be in the game. Have it be an option. Have it be a technology that you have to spend resources for. That would be interesting. You add a lot of fishing ships. You want to play greedy? Research the tech. That's where I'm at. Dock bonus versus ships has been changed as well. So, like, maybe the arrow fire will be very negligible and maybe it won't be as strong after both of these changes here. They've reduced the amount of damage that towers do versus ships. Honestly, I think this is needed. Just for, like, later stages, especially certain civs, man. It's, like, impossible to ever use Navy against just a couple towers. So this is fine. The towers will still be very strong. Sea tower is a scenario thing, so that's not that big a deal. So we'll just kind of skip over that. All right, Armenians have been buffed. The elite composite bowman HP has been increased from 45 to 50. Woo! 5 HP. That's nice. It needs a little bit more. I think the unit's underrated still. It's solid. What they really needed was just like a slight tweak to their tech tree. They're going to get Siege Ram. Fun fact, I was on a bus with a dev in London. We're talking about the changes you guys might have heard about like a month or two ago that they accidentally announced that they pulled back. I was on the bus like, yeah, I don't like that. Give this Civ Siege Ram, their late game's going to be menacing and make it very interesting and very good for their theme. So I will take 5% credit at least for this right here. I think they'll be very strong now in Imp. Burgundians are getting nerfed. I'm okay with this. 33 to 40% is not that big a tweak in terms of the discounts. And also the amount of food they get from relics is being slightly nerfed. Still very, very strong at what they do. It's just, you know, at ever so slight nerf to Burgundians, which, I mean, I think this is targeted on the closed maps where they're already still going to be really, really good. Incas have had an increase in their in the food cost of their units. Or rather, it's a decrease in the food cost. It's a improvement. I really think it's just like too much at once again. They did all those things with the Champies. The main reason why Incas were not being played and no one could perform is because they removed Eagles and added the Champies. They've done 4 things above for the Champies, and now they're going from 5% Dark Age to 15%, 20% Feudal. Like, they didn't bump it up 5% each. This might be too strong, and they might have to peel it back at some point. Just feels like they're touching too many things at once. Incas, it's just the Champy. That was the issue. Incas will be very strong now. All the like civilizations from the last chieftains needed something more. So I'm very on board in general with buffs. Here, the Mapuche, probably the civ that's done the best, at least competitively since introduction, just because of their bowlless riders, my opinion. They just get a slight boost to their feudal age eco. That's fine. I like that. Muisca, this civ struggles on open maps, man. This civ's needed a little bit of something, in my opinion. Their settlement discount has been increased. Their temple guards have been reduced in cost, so that's an option now. Also, the attack bonus from Cav has been changed. It's weird, right? Like, this civ doesn't have an overwhelming amount of things to play with. My instinct was to say, why are we double buffing it? What else do they don't have that many things, right? They don't have a stable like a lot of civs do. So this is a nice buff for a unit that's kind of niche and they want to see played more. Guecho Warrior, I think, will be very, very good. They're already kind of sneaky good. I know a lot of people think they're a little too expensive. I don't know. People are sleeping on this. I'm going to make some videos on it. That's fine. The unique tech effect of faster slinger train time has been increased. That's not a big deal at all to me. 25 to 50%. I just go ahead, spam those slingers. Well, I've yet to find out what the new slingers actually feel like in real competitive games. 2P fast castling with Blackwood Archers is insanely strong. Because the Champions have been so weak, there's never really been a big reason to do anything else. At the highest level, they've increased the train time. This is good for me. I'm okay with it. I still think that the Blackwood Archers are going to be very, very, very strong, but you get 2 at a time. It just increases. We've seen this before with units, guys, where it's like the unit's good, the strat's good, but if it takes too long to mass, it's not quite as good. So it's a good way to balance it, and we'll see how that goes. The way the Tiger Cav has been reduced in HP ever so slightly, and the train time has been increased. So 2 nerfs to the Tiger Cav. I still think the unit's ridiculous. Like, in the past, you'd have to research unique technologies for your units, right? This unit exists, gets extra attack every time it gets a kill, and gets extra HP every time it gets a kill. No unique tech. What is it? Why? Why? I don't like it. Way, not why. Sorry. I've never really liked the balance of that unit, but it does nerf it, and it's still going to be very good. Combined with all the other options of the way, they probably needed a slight nerf. So that's the balance stuff. Please give me your thoughts on that. I will touch on a couple pathfinding comments here. They've made some pathfinding changes for villagers and trebuchets. Very specific things in here. Also, like mule carts as well. As always with pathing, I'll believe it when I see it. I think pathing's at a pretty decent state right now. I don't know. I've seen too many times where they say pathing has been improved
But I noticed they haven't actually put the word improved in here a lot. You know? So I don't. Oh, no. I'm blind. Improved. I mean, what else are they going to say? I'm going to take them at their word. But, you know, there's been times with Pathfinding they say it's improved, and it's not. And we'll see. And hopefully it's in a pretty good position there. But yes, as I scroll through all the other things here, I'd like to, again, thank the devs for all the work they do behind the scenes. Lots of specific things that might not feel like it's notable for me to read out because I'm trying to keep this quick and interesting, but they're actually very important. So we appreciate the devs for putting in all the work. But ever so slightly more important than that, I appreciate you guys watching my little review and talk on the balance. There will be lots more videos and content coming to the channel, as I'm sure you guys know. I'm cooking up some stuff right now, all right? Just like they've been cooking up some improvement on Pathfinding, I've been cooking up some improvement to the content. That's it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Leave your thoughts in the comments. See ya.